couple of good guys that they could use in the run game. We all know that those things were present there.
Yep.
That offensive line was about as big a piece of it as anything.
Well, then Doug has the ability to let them, that they had 2 All-Pros at tackle, and then they had an All-Pro at center, and they had 2 solid guys at guard. Yeah. Let's start there with the offensive line.
Exactly. Okay. That is it, man. Yahtzee, Yahtzee, Yahtzee. All right, so that was a good conversation. You missed any of it, we'll make sure it's on demand. You guys can go back and replay on the stream, XL Primetime. But we have got to get to this one right now.
Time to drop some college knowledge on XL Primetime. Brought to you by Modelo, the official beer of the College Football Playoff.
I love the college football playoff possibilities, and we are getting down to the nitty-gritty. Rivalry weekend is here. So if you are frying that turkey, smoking that turkey, whatever you might be, getting ready for all that ball, pick you up some Modelo's. You can go Modelo Oro, Modelo Especial, Modelo Negro, and you will love all of them, the official beer of the college football playoff. And whenever I drop that bird in the grease, I probably will have a Modelo.
I may or may not have been drinking some Oros last night while I was.
Yeah, the Oros are good. All right, so here's what we do. Now, the question is, and this is a question while you're carving your turkey, because we got all these big games that are coming up. The loser of the SEC title game, do they get in? All the other things that have happened. Look at the number of ranked teams that went down, 4 of them. There was a lot of stuff that took place over the weekend. Indiana falling from the ranks of unbeaten. Ole Miss, 3rd loss. Alabama, 3rd loss. And what am I missing? A&M in 4 overtimes, being rocked by War Eagle. So let's begin with the Olies. 12-9 after that. XLP to CFP, sir.
All right, here we go. Hey, listen, this is the reason why I like doing this, because I feel like the bouncer at the club with the red velvet rope, and I'm letting them in. Well, I'm letting this guy in. I'm letting in number 12, Arizona State. I've got Arizona State at number 12. All right, big win over BYU. So I got to hold them. I got to hold them accountable for that win. Now, 11-11, I got Indiana. They lay up. What did I say yesterday? They lay up their way up.
They lay up their way up.
Yes, so they tumbled.
I'm 100% using that.
They tumbled down a little bit at number 11. At number 10, welcome to the club as well, Clemson. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going ACC foolishness today. ACC, I got Clemson at 10.
You're high on that.
Yes, I am.
Wait, before we go any further, this is going to mean you're going to have 3 ACC teams.
That's right.
I know where he's going.
That's right.
Kidding.
I'm sick of the SEC bias.
He's strengthening his conference power ranking.
SEC
Next thing you know, you're going to be telling me Florida State's in it.
All right. At number 9, SMU.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you've revealed now a couple that have come out of
those are mine.
Out of the
12-9.
The improved ACC, the Inner Coast Conference.
All right. My 12 is lay up their way up. Indiana. I'm going to keep them in. They've played no one. Their best win is over 6-5 Washington. They've played no other. They haven't won over no other team better than 6-5. The rest are all below 5-5 or worse. It's not good, but they got 11 wins, and I don't want to put them in there, but the committee will reward the 11-win season. I guarantee you they will.
When I get to mine, I'm going to ditto what you just said. Go ahead.
Now they're 12. My 11, South Kakalaki.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, that is jumping out there.
Because let me tell you something. They're going to rout Clemson.
I think that's what people are interested to find out.
If there's one thing that Shane Beamer wants to do badly this week is beat the hell out of Clemson, because they've been on the short end of some whippings. Sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's going to do everything he can to beat the living tar out of them.
All right, so go cocky.
I like South Kakalaki there at 11. And by the way, I just need to tell you this before we go any further. Penn State's 9 in my 12.
Okay. All right.
Because I tried. And I tried, but no.
Okay.
They're not in anymore. All right, at 10, I got Boise State moving up. I'm not going to stick them there in the top 4 just yet. At 9, SMU.
It's beautiful. I kind of, I bookended mine exactly as Maddie's. Indiana, I just typed in whatever. It's going to happen, so might as well accept it. I went Boise State. Ashton Genty, just a round of applause for this cat going over the 2,000-yard mark, okay? This guy has been one fun dude to watch tote the rock. And so they win. They were close to getting knocked off by Wyoming, but they ended up winning that game. I have now, and I love the shakeup in our top 12, I have put Iowa State back in. Okay?
Wow.
Iowa State has a chance as a two-losser to go against another team that will also be in my top 12, a chance to represent the Big 12. So I'm going to include both of them right now because I am not including one that Leon just mentioned. SMU, I have number 9. Okay, I have SMU number 9. Let me just give you this one thing right now. They have 5 wins over bowl-eligible teams, 4 of which have 7+ wins. That compares better to 0 for Texas and 1 for Penn State. All right, that's who I got at 8.
All right. My number 18 is Tennessee. I got Tennessee at number 8.
That's who I had at 9, excuse me.
My number 17, Notre Dame. Big game against USC. Is that going to be a big game? Could they lose that, Matt Hayes?
They could.
Against USC? Could? Okay. All right. Well, I would like nothing more than that, but go ahead. Penn State is my number 16. And my number 5 team, probably the best team in the bracket, Georgia.
All right.
8-5.
My 8 are the Irish, who just continue to play service academies and continue to move up. So, sorry, TD.
Yep.
My number 7 are the Vols, who it's amazing the Vols and Clemson can both basically have the last 2 weeks off and make the playoff. Tennessee beat UTEP last week.
Yeah.
They got to go on the road to Vandy. That's not a gimme, but they should win that game.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks off, the final 2 weeks, they're not playing anyone. They're going to get in. Clemson can lose to South Kakalaki, get in the ACC championship game, win the ACC, and get to the playoff.
Yeah, if one of the other two lose.
Yes, if SMU or Miami loses. All right, so I got Tennessee then that's my 7. My 6, Texas.
Okay. All right, this is interesting the way we're doing this because we're kind of in that same spot. Number 5?
And my 5 is, of course, Ohio State.
Okay. All right. It's so funny because we're just sitting here trying to whittle this bad boy down. And, all right, so let me just go. I have Ohio State deserves to be a little further up, but I have Tennessee 8th. I have Notre Dame 6th. They have 26 forced turnovers.
Wait, who's your 7th?
Yeah.
You went from 8 to 6.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tennessee, Notre Dame, then Ohio State, and then Texas are my 8 through 5.
All
okay.
right.
So I'm glad you did that. Just make sure I have this correct because this is another thing that you and I have done is we're kicking Penn State to the curb, at least for the here and now.
Yeah.
And so Ohio State's on the outside looking in, even though they have a very impressive
And
run.
by the way, Penn State is getting in. We're just saying that we're kind of like on a little, strike. That's all.
Exactly. All right. So 4-1.
Okay, I got a quick refresher.
Uh-huh.
I'm kicking Penn State out too. I forgot Ohio State. I left them off the list.
Okay.
So Ohio State's my 6. All right, Penn State's out. All right,
It's crazy that way.
Yeah.
He's joining the chaos.
Yeah, I am. My number 4 team is Boise State. I got Boise State at number 4. My number 3 team is Miami. Big game against Syracuse. Win, you in. Texas A&M. I think that may change. I got Texas at 2 right now.
Okay.
May change on Saturday. And my number 1 team is Oregon. Got Oregon number 1.
All right, 4-1, Maddie.
All right, my 4, in the words of the lovely Pete Prisco, my buddy for the last 3+ decades, Arizona State at 4. They're playing as better than anybody in that league right now. They're hot, very hot. I got the Canes at 3. I don't like the fact that they got to go to the barn this week. It's not going to be easy. That is not going to be easy winning at Syracuse. That's playing really well. Fran Brown's done an unbelievable job at Syracuse. Kyle McCord's hot quarterback right now. That's going to be a tough game for the Canes. I got Georgia at 2 because Georgia is without a doubt the best team in the SEC, even when they're not on half the time. And then 1 is Oregon. And I battled over that. I almost put Ohio State at 1. But I stayed with Oregon because they won head-to-head.
All right, so we're right there. We're basically mirroring one another. Arizona State with their big win over BYU, headed for the Big 12 title game. They are looking really good right now. They went from a 3-9 club to a 9-2 club.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So Arizona State 4th, Miami 3rd. Got to make sure you beat the Browns up in Syracuse. And that's Fran Brown, who doesn't take a shower if he loses. And then Georgia, I've got them number 2. Got to get past the Ramblin' Wreck. We know how tough that could be.
That's
but they're already...
That'll be a tough one.
Yeah, the reason why I put them number 2, and I'm guessing you're agreeing, is that they've already made it to the SEC title game. Texas is not. And then I've got Oregon number 1, which is the only unbeaten among the bigs right now.
Wait a second. Fran Brown doesn't take a shower after wins?
No. You listen to the end of our show, winners get washed. That's his quote, Fran Brown. He said, look, he looked at his wife. He said, I just ain't taking a shower after I lose. The problem is he coaches Syracuse. That means you're missing a lot of showers, bro. You're missing a lot.
They're 8-3,
right.
man.
I know that, but you know what I'm saying. All right, that is our XLP to the CFP. Thanks to Modelo, the official beer of the college football playoff.
Hey guys, Taylor Doll here. Thanks so much for watching 1010XL. If you're looking for even more great content, head over to our 1010XL Jaguars page or one of our college football pages.